Unlock your English fluency, 5 daily habits you can't ignore. Hey everyone, and welcome back to English with Emran. Do you keep telling yourself, I'll practice English tomorrow? But somehow, tomorrow never quite arrives, does it? The kids need something, work gets crazy, or you're just tired. And slowly, but surely, those English books start gathering dust. Am I right? I've been there. And I know so many of you have too. The good news is there's a way to break this cycle, and it's simpler than you think. It's not about finding more hours in the day or waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. It's about building small sustainable habits. Today I'm going to share 5 incredibly powerful habits that can transform your English learning journey. These are habits that will help you turn English practice into something you do every single day, just like brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. So grab a notebook, maybe your own cup of coffee, and let's dive in and build some powerful English habits together. Are you ready? Let's go. Habit number 1, the power of micro goals. Small steps, big wins. Weave English into your existing routine. Habit number 2, habit stacking. Weave English into your existing routine. Now that we've established the power of micro goals, let's move on to habit number 2, making English practice feel effortless by integrating it into things you do. This is a concept often called habit stacking, and it's incredibly effective. The idea is simple. You link your new desired English habit to an existing, well-established habit in your daily routine. Think of it like adding a new carriage to a train that's already running smoothly on its tracks. Most of us have dozens of little routines we perform every day without even thinking about them. Brushing our teeth, making coffee, commuting to work or school, eating lunch, winding down before bed. These are your anchor points. Instead of trying to find time in your already packed schedule for English, you leverage these existing moments. Let me give you some concrete examples. Do you brush your teeth every morning? Of course you do. That's a perfect existing habit. So, while you're brushing your teeth for those 2 or 3 minutes, why not listen to a short English news brief or a vocabulary podcast? Or how about your morning coffee or tea ritual? As you're sipping your warm drink, you could read one article on an English news website or review your English flashcards for 5 minutes. Consider your commute. If you drive, you can listen to English audiobooks or podcasts. If you take public transport, you have a golden opportunity to read an English ebook, watch English learning videos, with headphones, of course. Or do a quick Duolingo lesson. The key is to identify those moments in your day that are almost on autopilot. What do you do without fail? Once you've pinpointed those, think about a small English activity that can seamlessly fit into that slot. The formula is after, before, current habit, I will, new English habit. For example, after I pour my morning cereal, I will read one page of my English graded reader. This technique works so well because it removes the decision-making process. You don't have to think, when am I going to study English today? The trigger for your English practice is the completion of your existing habit. Start small with habit stacking too. Don't try to overhaul your entire routine at once. Pick one existing habit and pair it with one small English micro task. The beauty of habit stacking is its subtlety. English practice stops feeling like a separate, burdensome task and instead becomes a natural extension of your day. Chapter 3, habit number 3, speak up. Your voice is your strongest tool, even solo. Chapter 3, habit number 3, speak up. Your voice is your strongest tool, even solo. Let's talk about habit number 3. And this one is crucial for building real conversational fluency. Speak out loud in English every single day, even if you're completely alone. I know for some of you the idea of talking to yourself might feel a little strange, maybe even a bit embarrassing at first, but trust me on this, it's one of the most powerful and accessible ways to improve your speaking skills, activate your vocabulary, and get your brain comfortable with forming sentences in English in real time. Think about it. The ultimate goal for many English learners is to communicate effectively, to have conversations. But how can you get good at speaking if you rarely practice actually? Speaking to yourself, however, is available 24/7, requires no appointments, and comes with zero judgment. It's your personal, private English speaking gym. So how do you do it? Start simple. Narrate your actions. As you're making breakfast, say out loud, okay, now I am getting the eggs from the fridge. I am going to crack 2 eggs into this bowl. I'll need some salt and pepper. Describe what you see around you, what you're doing, what you're thinking. This coffee is hot. I think I will go for a walk later. The weather looks nice today. Another great technique is to ask yourself questions and then answer them all out loud in English. For example, at the end of the day, you could ask yourself, so what did I accomplish today? Well, I finished that report for work and I called my friend. Don't worry about making mistakes. That's a huge advantage of speaking to yourself. There's no one there to correct you or make you feel self-conscious. The goal here isn't perfection, it's practice. You can also try reading aloud. Take an English book, a news article, or even the script from your favorite English TV show and read it out loud. Pay attention to your pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. This helps bridge the gap between passive understanding and active production. The more you practice speaking, even to an empty room, the more comfortable and confident you'll become when you do have opportunities to speak with others. Your brain will be quicker at retrieving words and constructing sentences because it's already been doing that work regularly. It's like muscle memory for your language skills. So I challenge you, find at least 5 to 10 minutes each day to just talk in English. Talk to your plants. Talk to your pet. Talk to the mirror. Describe your plans for the day. Summarize a movie you watched or explain a concept you learned. The content doesn't matter as much as the act of speaking itself. Overcome that initial awkwardness and you'll unlock a powerful tool for fluency that's always at your disposal. Chapter 4. Habit number 4. Your daily dose of English. The simple power of journaling. Chapter 4. Habit number 4, your daily dose of English, the simple power of journaling. Moving on to habit number 4, and this one is a fantastic way to improve your writing skills, consolidate your vocabulary, and reflect on your learning journey. Use a daily English journal. Now, when I say journal, please don't imagine you need to write pages and pages of profound thoughts like a famous diarist. Not at all. We're keeping this simple and sustainable, remember? Even just 3 to 5 sentences each day can make a significant difference over time. The act of writing, even briefly, forces you to think about sentence structure, grammar, and word choice in a way that simply thinking or speaking might not. When you write, you have a moment to pause, to consider the best way to express your idea, to look up a word if you need to. This deliberate practice is incredibly valuable for reinforcing what you've learned and identifying gaps in your knowledge. So what can you write about? Absolutely anything. You could write about your day. Today I went to the supermarket. I bought apples, bananas, and some bread. Later, I watched an interesting documentary about space. Or you could write about your mood. I'm feeling quite tired today because I didn't sleep well last night. However, I'm looking forward to the weekend. You can also use it to specifically practice new vocabulary or grammar points you're learning. I learned the word ubiquitous today. Smartphones are ubiquitous in modern society. One of the great benefits of journaling is that it connects English to real life, your thoughts and your experiences. This makes the language more meaningful and memorable. Don't worry about making it perfect. Your journal is for you. It's a safe space to practice and make mistakes without judgment. In fact, those mistakes are valuable learning opportunities. To make this habit stick, try linking it to an existing routine, just like we talked about with habit stacking. Maybe you write your journal entry right before bed, reflecting on your day, or perhaps you do it first thing in the morning with your coffee, setting an intention for the day in English. Over time, your daily English journal will become a fantastic record of your progress. You'll be able to look back at earlier entries and see how much your writing has improved, how your vocabulary has expanded, and how much more confident you've become in expressing yourself. So grab a notebook or open a new document and start today. Just a few sentences. What happened today? What did you learn? How are you feeling? Put it into English. Chapter 5, Habit number 5, the game changer. Power up with an accountability crew. Chapter 5, Habit number 5, the game changer. Power up with an accountability crew. And finally, we've arrived at habit number 5, the one I called a total game changer, and for a very good reason. Don't try to do this all alone. Find an accountability buddy, join an English learning challenge, or become part of a small study group. This element of social connection and shared responsibility can be the single most powerful motivator to keep you consistent, especially on those days when your internal drive is running a little low. Learning a language can sometimes feel like a solitary journey, but it absolutely doesn't have to be. Think about it as it's one thing to tell you're going to practice English every day. It's another thing entirely when you know someone else is expecting you to, or when you've made a commitment to a group. When you know your friend Sarah is going to ask, "Hey, did you listen to that podcast episode we talked about?" Or your online challenge group is waiting for you to post your daily sentence. You're much more likely to show up. No excuses. An accountability buddy could be a friend who is also learning English, or even someone learning a different skill who understands the importance of daily practice. You can check in with each other daily or weekly, share your micro goals, discuss your challenges, and celebrate your successes. Online English learning challenges are also fantastic. Many language learning platforms, communities, or even YouTubers like myself host challenges, 30-day speaking challenge, learn 100 new words in a month, etc. These often come with a supportive community, forum, or group where participants share their progress, ask questions, and cheer each other on. The sense of camaraderie and collective effort can be incredibly uplifting and make the learning process much more fun and engaging. Joining a small study group, whether online or in person, offers similar benefits. You can work through material together, practice conversations, and learn from each other's strengths and mistakes. The key here is shared commitment and mutual support. When motivation wanes, as it inevitably does for everyone at some point, your accountability circle can be the safety net that catches you. So how do you find these people? You can ask friends or colleagues if they're interested in forming a small English practice group. You can search for language exchange partners on dedicated apps or websites. Look for Facebook groups or online forums related to English learning. This habit, building a support system, transforms English learning from a purely individual pursuit into a shared experience. It adds a layer of responsibility, motivation, and importantly, fun. So your action step for this game-changing habit is to actively seek out at least one other person or group to share your English learning journey with. So there you have it. 5 powerful habits to make English practice a consistent, natural part of your daily life. So there you have it. 5 powerful habits to make English practice a consistent, natural part of your daily life. Remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight. It's not about one heroic study session. It's about the small, consistent actions you take every single day. But these 5 habits, they are your secret weapon. They're your toolkit for showing up daily, building momentum, and making progress even when motivation feels low or life gets hectic. When you turn practice into an ingrained part of your life, English will stop feeling like a task you have to do and will gradually become second nature, something you just... The journey to fluency is a marathon, not a sprint, but with these habits as your guide, you're setting yourself up for success. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate every little win along the way. Which of these habits are you most excited to try first? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and consider sharing it with a friend who's also on their English learning journey. Your support means the world to me and helps this channel grow. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on more simple, practical and powerful English learning tips right here on English with Emran. We're in this together. Thank you so much for watching today. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.